The current discourse within British military circles has raised alarms about the possibility of conflict escalation with Russia, prompting discussions on national readiness and defence strategies. General Sir Patrick Sanders, the head of the British Army, has emphasised the necessity for the UK to consider a whole-of-nation undertaking should NATO engage in a conflict with Russia. His vision isn't one of reinstating conscription, but rather of preparing the populace for potential involvement in defence, hinting at a concept of a citizen army where civilians might play a supportive role in national defence efforts. This call for preparedness comes at a time when global tensions, particularly due to Russia's actions in Ukraine, have led to a re-evaluation of European security policies. The UK, while part of NATO, finds itself in a position where defence discussions are not just about military strategy, but also about societal readiness. The government's response has been to affirm the UK's commitment to a voluntary military, with Downing Street clarifying there are no plans to return to conscription. This stance reflects the nation's long-standing tradition of voluntary service, yet it does not negate the strategic need to discuss how the civilian population might contribute in times of crisis. Public reaction to these discussions is varied. There's a notable reluctance among some demographics, particularly the youth, towards the idea of mandatory service. However, there is also a recognition of the importance of being prepared for national defence, especially in light of international developments. The conversation has thus broadened to include how society might prepare itself for threats that could require more than just a professional military response. In essence, these discussions underline a proactive approach to national defence, where readiness is not merely military, but societal. It's about fostering a culture of preparedness where, if needed, the nation can rally not through compulsion but through collective responsibility, ensuring that the UK can respond effectively to any escalation without fundamentally altering its military recruitment principles.